Is everybody ready for takeoff?
Ready.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the CLINEcast. It's episode number 13. We had to think about that one.
We are really in a groove.
We are in the groove.
We have consistently done this for
How many weeks?
5 weeks now.
I was going to say.
5 weeks in a row.
60% of the time.
It works.
We're very consistent.
Every time.
Every time.
And we're
back on the road this week.
Yeah, we were back on the road.
I like the podcast on the road.
Yeah.
Y'all did it on the road?
No.
We are currently on the road.
Garrett this meant like
During the season.
out of studio.
Not in studio.
Yeah, because we're testing to see how many different places we can do it. I can't wait to see what we come up with next week.
I told him a good idea. I don't think I'm going to tell Jacqueline yet.
We'll just wait and see.
It'll be a surprise that I have a location.
I like
think it's going to be
Yeah,
really fun.
that'll be fun. Yeah, so we're at Garrett and Jacqueline's house in their garage this week. I'd like to know I beat them both to their house today.
We literally did it at our house, and Derek still beat us here.
This is a special spot.
This is a special spot.
Yep.
Coming well.
This is a holy spot in our house.
That's a
It
good
is a whole
spot.
spot.
Lots
our
of
house.
prayer, lots of Bible reading, lots of worship happens right here.
Lots of solo stoving.
Yeah,
Solo stoving, yep.
Lots
That's good.
of
Grilling.
the Be Still music video. This is
Be
the
Still
spot for the
music
Be
video
Still
happening right
video.
here.
Yeah.
The
That's
first
true.
music video of the new record.
Sorry, I'm squeaking so
It's a good
bad.
spot.
I'm sorry, I need to grease that.
No, I'm gonna quit moving. I was just adjusting some levels. So we do it live here.
We
Yeah.
I can give you a non-squeaky chair.
No, it's cool.
Okay.
I like this chair. It's a good chair.
I like
Okay.
I'm the squeaking. I would like to say I stopped by 7 Brew on my way.
Yum.
that. That's nice.
I reheated my coffee from this morning because moms don't drink hot
As
coffee.
moms do.
They drink.
Moms-
Liz had a hot coffee since.
They drink.
She hadn't really been
coffee.
drinking. Well, I hate to out her. She goes to 7 Brew like every single morning
Yeah, that's nice.
because
I
it's
didn't know
right
you
on
had
the
it like
way to
They got
work.
it like that.
They got it like that.
We really don't. I can show you my bank account. I will say though, I'm this kind of. This is gonna sound. This is gonna sound irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
But if I die tomorrow, I would hate to not have had that coffee today
Yeah.
and had a good time and went and ate the burrito
I agree.
with Arch and Liz. And so I'm a little less. I'm not as budgetary. We're not living like we got a bunch of money because we don't. But I'm a little less budgetary on certain things now because it's just kind of like when Arch got here too, even more. It's just like I just want to. If I die tomorrow, I just really want to enjoy today.
That's kind of been our motto, and
For our whole marriage.
for our whole marriage.
Yeah.
And we have $0 more than we had
Yeah.
the day we got
The
married.
day we got married. But
Yeah.
we have a lot more
But we do have fun.
great memories.
We have
Yeah.
A lot
good
of
memories.
fun.
Mark Klein.
I know him.
He
yeah.
raised us on Dave Ramsey, and
Yeah.
we're trying to do.
We started Dave Ramsey.
We try to do things the right way.
We did it right for a few years.
Yeah, we're in some. I mean, we got some situations that some of them were out of our control.
That's true.
Well, listen, I'll go and tell you
I'll
right
tell
now.
you.
Our first year of touring went. It started off good and ended poorly.
Ended different than we expected.
Literally poorly.
Yeah. we're on a long list of artists who got really ripped off by this
Promoter.
a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what Mark Klein says. I don't think you should listen to this advice until you're his age. But he said, life's short by the boat.
That's true.
And I was like, well,
We did it one time and we thought, maybe we're not quite there yet. Or we can just,
Yeah.
life's short by the
Man,
boat.
I definitely, who doesn't have financial goals in life?
yeah,
I mean, I think everybody has financial goals.
everybody does.
Like one of mine and Liz's financial goals that used to not be a huge deal that is now is we would love to buy a house, like
Yep.
own a house.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Nothing. I'm not talking about like we're in our starter home. I'm fine with a starter home, whatever that means.
Well,
When people say starter home,
this was
I'm like,
our starter home, and now it's our forever home.
well, when people say
we hope we get to stay here.
when people say starter home, I'm always like, I'm gonna start with my finishing home, and if we somehow just make a bunch of money, we can go look
Yeah.
at another
Right.
place.
Yeah.
We'll start with my furniture.
Yeah.
But no,
I like that.
I just I am more happy, and I'm saying human feelings here.
Yeah.
So let me preface with that, and then let's go back to the spiritual side of it. Yeah. I'm more joyful. I'm more at peace and in step with the Spirit when I live day to day. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what Jesus tells us to do anyway. And there's multiple examples in the Bible where he gave the folks and the different parts of the story what they needed for that day, and they stressed out that they weren't going to have enough for tomorrow, and God's like, I got tomorrow, enjoy today, worry about today.
When they tried to stack up the manna and save it for later, God said, no, only take what you need for today.
Yeah.
And it literally had worms in it.
Yeah, bingo.
It's like it. So I don't,
Yeah.
I think there's wisdom.
I'm not.
You should be wise. Nobody's out here going and financing a Rolex. In the Klein household.
Absolutely,
that's not what we're talking about. But I do think.
But also
Isaac needed.
But also YOLO.
Isaac needed some cleats. So the fam came together and made sure he had some baseball cleats.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a good way to live.
We do that. Yeah, I ordered Zay's.
For our family.
I ordered Zay's birthday gift yesterday. But me and Mom went in on. Well, me and Liz and Mom and Dad went on.
Can you put our name on that too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're getting the helmet and other things.
Oh, we're getting it. We're getting the helmet.
I do like how our family. I was telling somebody today. I was telling Tim Murley today.
Yeah.
We were. He came into Liz's office. We were eating lunch in there, and you guys are gonna be super proud of me. I'm tired of being fat again. I've gained all the weight back that I lost in the summer. We were on the Luke Bryan tour.
21.
Yeah.
And so I'm eating chicken and rice and broccoli. I meal prepped it, been eating it.
Wow.
Feeling good. So I'm just saying that. But anyway, that's all I know to eat to lose weight.
Yeah.
So that's what I eat.
It works for you every time.
Every time it works for me.
We talk about how you just start and you lose weight.
Yeah, it's crazy. My jawline's already coming back. I've just been eating like this for 2 days. We do need to book more shows.
That way you're just drumming all the time.
Yeah, I know.
You were drumming in the summer heat and eating chicken and broccoli. I remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. It's good for you. No, he came into Liz's office. We were eating lunch a while ago before Bible study, and he was talking about we have a Carhartt lunchbox.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh God, that probably costs $100. That's awesome. And so I shared how we do Christmas, how our family does Christmas. And he was like, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, how we do Christmas is we don't buy each other individual gifts, but we all get like a really good
an awesome
dirty Santa gift. And so it's really fun.
It's like bougie dirty Santa.
Yeah, bougie dirty Santa.
Well, minimum bougie.
Yeah.
We have
there's a limit.
Yeah, there's a limit.
But the Carhartt lunchbox was a win from 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think so, and I'm pretty sure we bought it.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of Liz and I's thing too.
Well, we tried to do that this year, and it did not work out.
Yeah.
We bought 2 things that we were trying to get that we wanted. We were like, okay, here's what we should do.
Well, let me start with this.
Yeah, sure.
We normally win something that's fun, but I'm a very practical, I want something that I can use.
Yeah.
I'm a very specific. I don't like surprises when it comes to gifts unless it's something that I've told you I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay?
Which means it's not a surprise.
It's not a surprise. So we always get fun gifts, but it's not anything normally that I'll use. So I give it away. I normally give my gift away. Well, this year
you gave us your gift that year too.
Yeah.
The little stove, the little wood stove.
Yeah. Well, we bought that one, I think, and we won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, gosh, they got an apartment. Anyways, this year I thought, you know what? Maybe the move is you buy the thing you need, and then you get that.
There you go.
So we tried it. And apparently Dakota and Chelsea needed the same thing.
That's funny.
Because they fought for it. But, it's even funnier. So Chelsea re-gifted the cutting boards and the knives back to us because they got to the house and Dakota said, I'm not. He's like, I'm not putting my other knives away.
That's pretty funny.
And we already got cutting boards.
I tell you, Dakota has some nice cooking gear.
He does.
Yeah. He's a great cook.
And what we got apparently was not
shout out Dakota.
Shout out Dak
Attack. Yeah, last year for Christmas I bought a Nike gift card and I got it back.
The gift cards are a win.
Gift cards are always win.
I always try to get an Amazon.
Speaking of gifts, though,
what if we did? Hold on. What if we did I'm just thinking about this in real time here. What if we did like a gift card roulette?
Oh, that would be fun.
How does that work?
Like everybody gets a X amount of dollar. You still set your limit.
You just grab one.
And you throw them all in a bucket and you get what you.
That
get.
would be so good.
That's fun.
But you have to like. I feel like we need to like set some parameters. Like you can't have 10.
We should
Amazon
test
cards.
it. Well, we should test it this year.
There's got to be some rules.
And go, okay, you can do $10 gift cards, and here's the places, and we'll just like we'll just do a drawing like in a text message, like Chick-fil-A, restaurant stuff, and then when we get here, put them in a bucket and play roulette.
That's a good idea.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Speaking of gifts, though, it's Garrett's birthday.
It is.
Next Monday.
Next Monday. We have Zay's Thursday, and then Garrett's Monday.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
Celebratory week.
From yesterday, my birthday.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's it.
And so today for Garrett's birthday, since I brought it up, I brought it up on the podcast a few weeks ago. I wanted to get Garrett started with something. He did not know I was going to do this.
I did not know this was coming. Are you serious?
I am serious. You can open it.
Or if I cry.
You probably will. It's okay. You want to open it?
Yeah.
You want me to hold it? Okay.
Oh, where's my camera? Oh my gosh. You know what's fun? Being this old and still getting it. Oh, sick. You have got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I did, so get over it.
You done did it. Look at that.
That's awesome.
We can.
It's a smaller frame.
Right?
Yeah, it's a smaller.
Yeah, that's great.
So I
Wow, where's the applaud button?
That's my first.
Crap, which one is it?
That's my first over $10 watch.
There it is.
Very good.
I'm giving them the claps.
Very good.
Yeah, so
that is sick, dude.
So Garrett and I shared Garrett.
You might have to help me size it.
Garrett I've got the tools.
All right.
So like we can like you can swing it by tomorrow or Thursday or something, and we'll get it fitting right.
Look at that.
Just in time for Easter. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
No, resurrection.
So we just talked about money and all that kind of stuff. I mean, Seiko watches, you can spend a ton of money on Seiko watches, but Liz got me my first Seiko watch. I wear it every day. And Garrett's who got me into watches, and he hadn't bought himself one yet. And we were in the bus the other night with everybody's. Jacq wasn't with us. She'd have enjoyed this. We all had our bunks open, and we were just sitting there girl talking all night. And Garrett and I were just going on Amazon and like looking at watches and saving watches and stuff. And he pointed that one out. What's funny is I've got that on my save list too, because I really want a black one.
That's funny.
Too.
That's me.
Yeah.
That is 100% me.
Yeah.
It's the right size.
Yep.
And thank you.
You're welcome. I love you too.
That's very cool. That's awesome.
I was glad to do
it. He's an ultimate gift giver.
Well, the IRS helped us out this year.
Hey,
we actually had a pleasant tax experience this year. So I told Liz as soon as we walked out of Melissa's office, I said, "I'm getting Garrett that watch for his birthday," and she never bats an eye at anything. She's like, "Absolutely, go for it."
That's awesome.
So you're welcome.
Really
Thanks, Liz.
Yeah, thank you to Liz too.
I'll by your office and get it sized.
Yeah, we'll get it sized up.
Matt Paco's gonna be so proud.
Yeah, he is.
He has really started something.
Does he know? Did you tell him?
Yeah, I told him. I told him this weekend.
Nice.
Matt's
got like real.
He's got some really cool watches. Yeah.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
How long have you had that watch?
How long have I had it?
In?
Oh, it just came in.
Yeah.
And I told Liz. Oh, it came in over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
And I told Liz, I said, I'm not waiting, because I texted Jacq and said, "Hey, what are you getting Garrett for his birthday? I don't want to step on your toes if you were going to get him a watch or something, but I really want to get him this watch." And she was like, "He told me not to spend any money, so
that's my birthday gift.
You just go. You
do whatever you want.
You get him whatever you want to get him.
You don't have rules. I do.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's so sweet, dude.
And so, I got it, and then I was like, the where I had to really be patient is I started to order two, because I really want that one as well. And so, but anyway,
it's kind of like it's one of those things where Derek gets on something, and then usually he starts it.
Yeah.
And then I get into it. Like, he's a sneakerhead, then I want sneakers.
Well, you were the original sneakerhead though too. Like,
yeah,
there was a time span in my life where I didn't keep up with Jordans.
You were Chucks.
Yeah.
I just wore Chucks all the time and boot and like Doc Martens.
And then,
And but today, look,
hey,
can you see them?
Those are some of my favorite ones.
I love these.
those are so sick.
These are the Lightning 4s. But anyway, but you kept up with it, and then I caught the bug again.
Yeah.
I think the difference is too the latency in me having a child has helped my habits of collecting.
Having Kevin Isaac did pretty much stop the frequent sneaker buying.
I was gonna say it transferred. It transferred to him.
Jacq got pregnant with Kevin Isaac, and then we were living in a house that had some mold stuff.
Mold, yeah.
In the
Black
basement.
mold in the basement.
Excuse me. Got a little choked up. So we had to move.
It is a beautiful watch. You're right.
What'd you get choked up about?
I literally got choked up.
No,
Got something in my throat.
I was being silly.
Something, breakfast or something.
Ew.
What was I saying? We were like, okay, we need to move. We need to buy a house.
I gotta move.
Jacqueline came and looked at this house. I never saw it. We bought it.
I went and bought it
while we were on the road.
Yeah.
And I was like,
10
all right, I
days
guess we're gonna live
after
there.
we signed papers is when he saw our house.
Yeah, I didn't see it for 10 days.
That's funny.
10 days.
And so that pretty much ended the sneaker bond.
Yeah.
But we had a good run there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it. The thing about sneakers now for me is I have almost everything I really want.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what helped too is I had a year of singleness as a 29-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, not to get real deep, but when I got divorced, there was a Tesla. Garrett and I were just talking about Teslas and Jacq too.
I'm getting one.
Yeah, I think I gotta have one now too. Anyway,
gosh.
sorry. That's our
I'll
next
keep
thing.
my GMC truck.
Yeah, you
Jacqueline's country. We're Christian.
Jacqueline's
the little country.
Jacqueline's the boy out of all of us. So, no.
The man that mows my yard is my wife.
I would say that's a Nate Bargatze joke. No, we had, I think everybody probably carries some type of debt with them, whether it's car debt or credit card debt. You get into some trouble or stuff like that.
You mean like when you have to have a divorce, or you mean like just in life?
No, in life, like financially.
Yes.
I didn't mean for this podcast to be all financial.
Yeah.
When I got divorced, God worked it out where I was able to send. I say me, I shouldn't say it like that, but I did it. I was able to send her on her way debt free, and she immediately got back into debt because of some things she decided to do, like before we were even the papers were signed. But I was debt free, and so I had a year of. We had a bunch of work.
Yeah.
So I just enjoyed a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I just bought a lot of pairs of sneakers that year.
That's awesome.
And then I started dating Liz and buying her stuff.
Yeah.
And now we talk about it's like, you remember when we were dating and we were rich?
Yeah, we say that.
Dude, I was 18 when we started dating, and I thought we were rich.
We thought we were
Because I
loaded.
lived at home. I mean, the first time I ever lived on my own was
when we got married.
The month before we got married, and I got our apartment.
Yeah.
Like I went straight from living at home to living in our first apartment.
Yeah.
And so I felt like we were rich.
When we dated, we just blew through money.
Well,
we had this thought or this thing that we both agreed on is like one day we're gonna have bills, like actual bills, but now we don't. So let's just have fun dating.
There's
true.
We did. We just had fun dating.
Yeah.
And I think I was talking to one of I would call him a financial mentor maybe one time, and he was talking about how in the times we're living in, where we live, even in Bowling Green, in a growing community like this, he's like, if you're not making $250,000 a year, you're basically going to live paycheck to paycheck.
Oh yeah.
Like the gap between feeling like you have space and literally everything else is larger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
And so you really do got to be careful, especially when I think when you're around people that are, I'm gonna say, successful.
Yeah.
In the sense of like maybe they're further along their financial journey, because I'm always guilty of the sin of comparison.
Oh yeah.
Why is this guy that's the same age as me driving a $150,000 truck? And it's like, oh well, he chose a different path.
Yeah.
He started a different career that got him to a different income faster. And it's like, you know, and most of the people I know who are doing well are very generous people. I'm not saying they're like hoarding up stuff for themselves.
Yeah.
But it is interesting, as I guess this is my birthday episode, so we'll call it birthday. You know, I'm turning 37 on Monday, and I'm going, we hadn't made it like I thought we were going to make it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how I thought we were going to make it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tell you what's encouraging to me too is when you see like Nate Bargatze's a big guy we look up to. Yeah. We've never met him or anything. We from afar look up to.
I hope to.
Man, he didn't quote make it until he was like 40.
Yeah.
Like people that don't know how this business goes, and comedy and music are different and similar, like the industry of it. They go, well, you ain't getting any younger. I've heard that 3 times this year.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, most people you love don't make it till they're 40.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Like Jelly Roll's 40 something.
Yeah.
He turned,
he
turned
like,
40 before he won Best New Artist at the CMAs.
Yeah. So it's just like, don't put a tag on,
whichever one it was.
Don't put a tag on success
I'm
or
so
put a tag on.
Because I came up through a very normal path. Like I didn't turn 18 or 19 and move to Nashville like a lot of our friends did. So they moved to Nashville. They're immersed in that environment and culture.
Yeah.
And bumping around people and grinding. I stayed in Bowling Green. I graduated high school, went to college. Mom and dad paid for my college. I had jobs all the way through.
Yeah.
Worked landscaping, worked at a bank, ended up working at church. I worked at church literally until now, you know, but didn't start touring till I was 25 or doing music in a way that people would perceive as professionally.
Well,
so I'm like, I'm on a very different path here, but we don't take that into consideration when we look around at what other people are doing.
Yeah.
You know, what other people's progressions are in their life, and you know. I've always had this dream of like having a paid for house. You know?
Same.
And that's probably coming up. Dave Ramsey is probably why I have those kind of dreams and thoughts. And it's like, you know, when I was 18, I thought, well, if we do this, and this, man, we're going to be late 30s, paid for house. We're going to be driving nice cars. We're going to da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, I just put a transmission in Jacqueline's
and then COVID.
25-year-old.
I'll never forget.
We're so out of control.
COVID in my prayer journal, I put at the top of 2020. Debt-free year.
Wow.
Because we were projected to be, other than our house,
we were going to finish up
debt-free.
Yeah.
And then COVID, we're still paying for COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was a big blow for us financially.
Yep.
So.
Took us an extra 6 years to get
but that
done
was
with your
supposed to
student
be
debt.
our debt-free year.
Yep. It's just, I think it's just humbling in the sense of you're just really not in control.
Yeah.
And you really do just got to go a daily bread.
Yep.
And I guess life's short by the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I've
as long as
tested.
Dad's got a boat, we don't have to.
I've tested the theory.
Yeah.
To know that it is true. It is worth making less money.
Yeah.
Doing what you love.
Oh, absolutely.
Than trying to lock into doing something you don't love for, I'm going to say, quote, security and a paycheck. It's just not worth it.
Holding Garrett coming home from the road, falling apart, was the worst feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll never forget one Sunday, him coming straight off the bus, coming to church, us falling on our knees at the altar, and him just falling apart in my arms. And I said, you are done.
Yeah.
You were done.
Yeah,
and then God released him. Like it was,
I was crushed.
It was horrible. And financially, we were setting all right, but like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, like it was not.
It's just not worth it.
It was not worth it.
And Liz and I are on the same page. Like I said earlier, and we have dreams and goals. You know, I think it's healthy to have, because you have to have a drive to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm just like, if we just have to stay in our little townhome the rest of our life, but we get to live the life that we get to live right now, that's fine.
Yeah, this is living.
Yeah.
I told somebody a couple weeks ago, they were asking about our journey and asking about, they knew we had used to tour in country and all this stuff. And I said, it was this fall, I guess, I realized that the hardest year of our marriage was the year I made the most money we ever made.
Yeah.
That was by far, I'll never forget it. I hope we're married 15, 60 years. I will always remember that was the hardest year of our marriage.
What do you mean you hope we'll be married 50, 60?
No, I mean like alive. I ain't leaving.
What's going on?
If you leave, I'm going with you.
If you leave, I'm going with you too.
But I mean, like, I hope we live that long that we see like a 50th anniversary.
Yes.
That I'll remember. I will always remember the most money I ever made was the hardest. And on the other end of it, last year was the least money I've made since we started music.
Healthiest and the most glad.
And we've had the healthiest marriage.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think those are the only variables.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
No, we had a lot of
more money, you're going to be less happy. Less money, you're going to be more happy. That's not what I'm saying. But I think it is ironic.
Yeah.
And it's at worst ironic. At best, there's a direct correlation, and we're still grinding.
Yeah.
We're still working hard.
If we weren't doing this, we'd still be doing it.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no.
Yeah.
What's cool now though is that there's different avenues of how, like, to get income now.
Mm-hmm.
Like which we hadn't talked about it yet because it's not official, but we started a nonprofit.
Yeah.
To help with our music journey, but what we want to turn into is to help to launch others.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Because we're surrounded. What's cool about Bowling Green, about our church that we're a part of, is there are a lot of people that have done well financially and are extremely generous and want to see the gospel spread. And some guys are extremely passionate about seeing the gospel spread through like traditional church, through cooking, through disaster relief. But we're learning there's a lot of people that are like, oh no, we've always loved what you guys do, and they have an opportunity to be a part of it, and it's a blessing to us because it's literal finances to help us do everything that we do.
Yeah.
But it's cool seeing it. I had no idea, that there were that many people out there like, oh yeah, I want to help you
Every
guys.
time I've mentioned a nonprofit, just in like, what's new in life? Oh, we launched a nonprofit this year.
Yeah.
This is new for us, lots of learning. Every single person, how can I support you guys?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I'm like, what a gift.
Yeah.
What a
and
flipping gift.
And if it would have been the other way around, and I'm excited to see what God does with the nonprofit.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
I'm
My
so
hope
excited.
would be that it helps us, but then in 10 years we're turning around and you're like, well, that artist that we helped selling out the arena tonight because and we were able to get them started, not because of what we do, but because it's a kingdom-minded thing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, here's the thing, like what a lot of people who are in more of a traditional music business environment, they are your ceiling.
Yeah.
And we want to do music business in a Jesus way where there is no ceiling.
Yep.
We are going to launch people further than we could have ever gone, probably. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope our ceiling is never someone else's ceiling.
Yeah, no.
Same.
Like our ceiling should be their floor. And that's what we want to do with the way we're going to do this.
Yeah. Another thing it does that's really cool is we've already had it really kind of happen is a youth group called and asked us to go lead worship. They're on fire for the Lord here in Kentucky, and they did not have a budget to bring a band in. They're like, can you do it? And we were able to go, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we didn't need to go, well, let's see if we can make it happen this week.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like that.
Yeah.
And that's for the faithfulness of people that have given in our church. And we're this really blessed. And the more artists that I meet that I would say they're in the same, I would say there are a graduating class of artists in Nashville right now Some of them have record deals,
Yeah.
and they're still like, I don't know if I'm gonna make rent next month.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're extremely blessed.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about the nonprofit. I'm excited to talk about it more
Yeah.
when it's official.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on a few government things. You can't speed the government up.
Yeah.
But
IRS
you cannot.
takes its own
Yeah.
time.
You know me.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, trust me, I try. I like
I've been
people,
on that phone.
we're out here in the garage and people are just driving by. I kind of wonder what they think we're doing. Like, what are those losers doing? They should be at work. Well, this is work today, buddy.
Our
Thank you
neighbors
very
for
much.
sure are like, "What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?"
Because like we'll if we have like a long tour run, like was it last summer we had a long one?
Yeah.
Like a 2-week one or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
yeah.
said, "Man, I'm not trying to be nosy, but where'd y'all go for 2 weeks?"
That's funny.
And I was like, explaining what we do to people who have no context of it, especially if they're also not Christians,
Oh yeah.
is very interesting.
Yeah.
So you did what? For what reason? Yeah.
Gospel starter. Well, I didn't mean to turn half this podcast into. There's another guy. This hey, what you doing over? Oh, Bubba's his name. I didn't mean to turn this whole podcast into finances.
No,
but
it's good.
We
I
talked
think it's
about it.
healthy
It
to
was
talk about
good.
it. I don't think that's something I think's missing from as a resource. Maybe that's something we can do to help. Maybe we can do some financial,
some realities
like
of financial.
not us teaching it, but
Yeah.
bring in some people because
Yeah.
I don't think anybody. It's so taboo to talk about finances anyway.
Yeah.
But it's extremely taboo in the music industry where you got people all over the map. You got older people who are grinding and broke. You got young kids who went viral and got a bunch of money, and you got everybody all over the map.
Yeah.
And no one talks about like there's only help if you've already made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like there's no help for
For the blue collar
hey,
worker.
it's okay if you're 40 and you haven't made what you thought you should make yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, here's how you work. Here's how you grind.
Yeah.
Here's how you find other opportunities.
Yeah.
We by no means have it figured out, but one guy that's has sought us out to offer some assistance in our nonprofit. One thing he said that I really appreciated, he said, as I've watched you guys from far away for a long time and you're really diligent.
That's
I
cool.
thought that was a really sweet thing to
Yeah.
say about what we're trying to do
Yeah.
in our ministry and in career, if you want to call
Yeah.
it career. I'm not scared to call it career.
You
It's
can.
what we do, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, if you're just diligent in what you do and you really serve Jesus, it seems to always work out.
Yeah.
And I just think most people in the music biz have been lied to and told that they're all going to be successful and they print money on trees and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And if you read your Bible,
Yep.
call back.
Call
If you
back.
read your Bible, none of those dudes made it financially.
Yeah.
None of those disciples. They all got
Yeah.
hung up upside down on
Oh
crosses
yeah.
and murdered.
Yeah. They
and
did.
stoned.
They didn't
So-
walk with Jesus and then go off to their $1 million houses and take
Yeah.
a relaxing 50 years off.
Exactly. So Saturday, I got to minister in a real small town in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I hung out with the mayor for an hour and a half and heard all about his story and got to tell him about Jacqueline serving when we had the tornado coming through.
Yeah.
And we both cried. And I got to go to sleep on Rhett Walker's bus that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
Pretty.
is pretty awesome.
Yep.
And no one was threatening to come at us for our
Yeah.
faith,
Yeah.
A lot of men were praying together and
Yeah.
at the altar. And
It's pretty cool.
I don't know. I just think there's another version of this whole music thing that
Yeah.
is not portrayed on TV.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one we're living.
Yeah. Well, I've witnessed firsthand somebody make a bunch of money and doing music, and it's just the most sad, unjoyful person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah.
Can't and this goes. I mean, this goes to show you. You can have it all and have nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know.
Or be empty.
Dang, that's a
Have it all and be empty.
yeah. Be empty.
You
So
write that down.
Got it.
Jack's got it. Jack's been on fire writing songs, y'all.
I've
Can't wait for
written
y'all to hear these
130
songs.
hits the past 18
No.
days.
we're definitely gonna put out some of them, but I hope somebody cuts them.
We did write a song last week. Was it last week with Tony Wood?
Yeah, we did. We wrote with Tony last week.
And it's one of our life verses has been Proverbs 3:5-6. Acknowledge him in all your ways. And he'll make straight your paths. Trust in the Lord. Acknowledge him. And I just came in and I had one idea and it was kind of like, nah, let's not do that one. Yeah. So we did the other one.
Let's keep that one.
Which was more Tony, it felt right with Tony in the room. So we did it and I'm digging it.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm
one.
excited. Franklin, Kentucky police.
Oh.
Yeah, he lives down the street.
Way to go, hometown. Well, that's super cool. I've got a list of stuff for us to talk about. That's funny. We didn't even really do anything. I was going to say, though, we were in Arkansas this weekend with Rhett Walker. And one thing I was going to point out, Garrett kind of started it. It was a crawfish boil.
Yeah, I heard.
So the show was a crawfish boil.
They had those tables with the trash can.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's brilliant.
In this little town. It was just right outside of Memphis, Tennessee, in between Memphis and Jonesboro, Arkansas. And basically what it was is the mayor puts it on of this town. And he just wants to basically have a community worship event. And he came to Rhett and Garrett beforehand and was like, hey, y'all, and he said the artists last year. He's like, man, and they just came in here and they put on a show. And it was great. It was good.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining. He's like, but I really want to worship today. I really want to be worship. And so this is to show you who Rhett Walker is. Yeah. For everybody that doesn't know. We threw out the set list. Yeah. 5 minutes before we were supposed to go on, he said, hey, this is what we're going to do. And we just worshiped for... We probably just did a floating worship, played songs we never played.
Actually spontaneous.
Not
planned spontaneity.
For 35 minutes.
For an album recording.
Yeah.
Actual... Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool. Guys come on the altar and praying, and we were in this like high school basketball gym where we were playing. Yeah. And it was really cool. And then like at the end, we finished out. We played like 3 of his radio songs. That's when everybody kind of got back settled in. Yeah. And everybody's pumped. But that was super cool. But we're off the road for about 3 weeks. And
wow, that sounds like a long time.
That sounds like a...
Well, I was thinking about...
It's like, man,
what a day. I was like, God, are we going to have any shows? Yeah. Like, are we going to do anything this year?
Yeah.
And he just keeps reminding me, he says, when I say stay, stay.
Yeah.
When I say go, go.
Yeah.
But then I realized this week's Holy Week.
Yes. Yep.
Next week's Spring Break.
Yep.
So that really worked out perfectly.
Yeah, the timing.
Yep. But Holy Week.
Originally, y'all were supposed to have a run on Spring Break.
We were.
We were
trying to figure that out.
We were supposed to go out this Friday too originally, and it got postponed. I think so. No, I think it worked out perfectly.
It is.
It's Holy Week.
It is Holy Week.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
I don't like. People say this, and maybe this is just me being like a Frances Klein. Frances was our grandmother, and she just had her way she liked stuff, and everything else was wrong.
Yeah.
I hate when people say it's our Super Bowl.
Oh.
Because everybody forgets the Super Bowl winner every year. It's like it's not our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it is larger than the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But everybody in church world goes, it's our Super Bowl this week. I'm like, if it was a Super Bowl, nobody would remember who got up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my little tidbit of knowledge.
I like it.
But it's a good week.
That one's free.
Hey,
I think our church
producer, clip that one.
Clip that. I think our church does a good job. I've enjoyed this year.
Reverent.
It's intense and reverent. What's been cool this year is not being on staff anymore. I was on staff as a tech person for the past 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm scrambling around all the time, every day, worn out.
Yeah.
So this year it's been cool.
This year's cool because one of our other friends is scrambling, worn out.
And I went to Bible study today and I was like, hey, can I help do something? He's like, you really? You want to? I'm like, yeah. So I ran lyrics they just did one song, so I ran lyrics today. But I love getting to step back and take it all in.
Yeah.
And because I hadn't done that, and really before I worked at church, I feel like I worked at church for years, but I haven't. I only worked at church full time for 2 years.
Yeah.
Before then, I was kind of a I can't. Excuse me. We're trying to record over here. I'm about to drop another one line that we can't have beeping in the background of. Thank you. I'm kidding. But even before then, though, I didn't really come be a part of stuff.
Yeah.
That's not. And you could blame it on my ex-wife. You could blame it on. I could blame it on all this different stuff in my head. But I just didn't come be a part of stuff. So I went to Bible study today, and I was like, man, this is so nice.
Yeah.
And then gonna participate in worship on Wednesday night or on Sunday morning anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I think like I feel like I'm so critical of the church all the time. I feel like I say things. I don't even necessarily mean our church. Sometimes I do. And I think everybody has their opinion. But I wanted to say out loud to mom and dad that are watching this podcast that I think our church does an awesome job.
Zay watches.
And Zay.
Zay watches. Hey, Zay.
Big time.
I want to say that I feel like our church does a very good job of this week. Yeah. And I think Pastor Steve has it down right this week, like the importance of everything.
Yep.
And so I was thankful for that today.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what they talked about at Bible study because I was holding arch.
Yeah.
And then we got up. We had to get up a few times.
Kind of caught.
Yeah.
Parts of it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a huge week. I mean, our faith is nothing if this week doesn't happen in history, right?
It's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. So that's that. Holy week. Another very important thing that I want to touch on, and this may get Jacq emotional.
Oh Lord!
Baseball is back.
Yeah,
praise God.
And this is I forgot the last podcast. I forgot to do my sports minute. So I'd just like to say,
okay, go for it.
The St. Louis Cardinals are. I'm gonna say, listen. I'm gonna explain what I mean. St. Louis Cardinals are back.
They're back.
I don't mean we're gonna win a bunch this year, but the talent.
Yes.
The young talent.
Yep.
The J.J. Weatherholt.
The historical farm system organization.
It's working.
Worked again.
We just need some pitching.
You gotta have some pitching.
J.J. Weatherholt's our rookie. They brought him up, starting second base. He's my new favorite player. He reminds me of David Eckstein.
It reminds me of myself.
It reminds me of Garrett out there on second.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. I just wanted to say that. Also, I'm a big hometown boy fan, and so Liz and I go to a lot of Hot Rods games.
Yeah.
The Hot Rods are the single A affiliate, the high A affiliate. They start on Friday, opening night on Good Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they start this week. They've got I think it's 5 top 30 prospects on their team this year.
Wow.
So pretty cool.
So they won't be there long.
They might actually win some games.
Well,
they've been winning.
Have they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they've won 3 championships in the past, I think 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
Yeah. We've been at every loss then, I guess.
Yeah, baseball's a long season.
Shit.
You must go on Tuesday nights.
We must.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So anyway, it's exciting. I on the basketball side of things,
I don't want to talk about it.
I almost had my Final Four was going to be perfect, and Duke screwed it up.
Yep.
You know, the one time I want Duke to win, the one dadgum.
He didn't say it.
I said I was saying freaking.
And the way they lost,
crazy,
was so childish.
Yeah.
So childish. But you gotta love Dan Hurley, right?
Oh yeah,
he's crazy.
He is.
But you gotta love, like he went up on that ref and was like,
he's like, get you some. And
I don't know what had happened.
I don't either.
Yeah, Duke lost by the most. They got some of the best players in the country, and that was like backyard basketball mistake.
Yeah.
You just hold the. I told Liz, she had to hear me say this for 5 minutes. All you do is hold the ball and let them foul you.
Yeah.
There was enough time on the clock.
You could have stayed in the backcourt.
You could have stayed in and wouldn't have got a violation. Seriously, I would have had my Final Four in my bracket. I would have been perfect. First time ever.
Was it 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had picked Illinois. I had Michigan and Arizona and Duke.
Piss me off.
So anyway, that's the 2 minutes.
This is supposed to be a family podcast.
Yeah, that's the 2 minutes. So I'm hoping I would like to
podcast. We just quote John Christ and Nate Bargatze's podcast,
basically. So basically, I would like to see Illinois win it. Shout out Myers Leonard.
Come on, Myers.
Myers is a buddy of ours.
Down.
I would almost even say even though he doesn't listen to this podcast, I'm 95% sure he doesn't. He's a friend of the podcast.
Who?
Because he's a friend of us.
Myers is a friend of the podcast. Clip it.
We should try to have him on.
Myers would come on the podcast.
I bet he would do it.
He could be the 1-2 minute
Let's
whatever
do it. Myers.
recap.
Myers.
Will you come on?
Come on the podcast.
The podcast.
Come on the CLINEcast with
The
us.
CLINEcast. We got some things we'd like to talk about. Primarily, the socks he gave us with his logo on.
Yeah, I wish I had
That are
more
the
of those.
best socks
Yeah, they
I've
are the
ever
best
had
socks.
Hey, you got
in
any
my
more of
life.
those?
We got to
Probably
find
does
those
somewhere.
socks.
I need some of those. Are great socks.
Well, the last time we talked about his socks, they were in some storage unit in Miami or something.
I think so.
So he needs to. We gotta get
We do need some more of those
Myers.
socks.
Come on the podcast. Bring us some socks. We need an official podcast sponsor.
Yeah. So not to really to. I know we need to wrap up.
Yeah.
We need to wrap up here pretty soon. But what do you guys think about conspiracy theories?
Oh Lord,
I hate them.
I like him.
I'm the most. You wanna see me check out of a conversation?
He does.
Talk about some kind of conspiracy bullcrap. I don't care if it's political, religion, faith. I don't care. I am checking out.
The other night we had some conversations at our girls' night because it was Sarah Stinson's birthday. She turned 40.
Okay.
Hey, happy birthday, Sarah.
Loves
Happy birthday,
conspiracy.
Oh, does she really?
Loves them. Okay, tell us your top 3 favorite conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
And so we gave her the floor.
Wow.
And she shared her top
She
3.
shared them.
It was awesome.
Y'all would have
I
seen
loved
me.
it.
Y'all would have
But
seen me.
it
out
was
of there.
funny because we were talking about doing it with the guys sometime, and I was like, yeah, Garrett, that wouldn't be his thing.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at on it because I had to get rid of my. I love Twitter/X now because I follow all of my sports stuff. So
yeah.
all the stuff. But I finally just had to delete it off my phone because I've gone in that thing and done all the privacy settings, and I still get porn
Oh yeah.
all over it.
Yeah.
And so I finally the other day, this was like, okay, I have to. So guys, if you're struggling with that out there, that's something that's I have to keep on at bay in my life. I have to make sure I'm not looking at that junk that's evil and can screw your life up.
Yep.
Just want to say that right now.
Yep.
Worth deleting the Twitter app.
Get rid of the app. Seriously, I went on there and literally did
You
everything.
said it's called X now?
X.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
well, that should be
Elon Musk owns
that's
it.
enough
yeah. Well,
right there.
Elon bought it.
So anyway, I didn't mean to get super serious, but if you need the encouragement, just delete the app. It's not that important.
So what do you do? You just read the ESPN app?
I just read ESPN now.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
So there you go. But on the X app is where I would hear about all the conspiracy stuff with like you got to edit that out. That's funny though.
I'm leaving it.
No, leave it. Yeah.
I'm leaving
No. I'm not even speaking on any of that.
Lord.
So that's where that comes from. And Dakota and Chelsea, we went to my favorite restaurant in Bowling Green, Ichiban.
Dakota enjoys him some conspiracy theories.
Dakota, and so I heard about some stuff, and that's why I wrote it down on our way home.
Yeah.
I said, I'm just gonna ask. It's conspiracy theories, question mark. So anyway, if you want to come see us live in the coming months, Klein is going to be at the Light FM Girl Talk Night in Marion, North Carolina. On April 24th.
Yep.
Garrett and Jacq and a friend of ours is going to be joining them playing keys. I will, like I said on the last podcast, will unfortunately not be there for this
Who's
one.
going with us?
Jacqueline doesn't even know.
Jacqueline doesn't even
Who's
know.
going with us?
Warren.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and
That'll
so-
be good.
I won't be there at that one. That's going to be an awesome night, though. Artists they've had is like Leanna Crawford and
Darst.
Hope Dars
Who else?
and Jamie McDonald,
Jamie
and so
McDonald,
it's pretty cool that they really asked Jacqueline, but
They
Klein.
really wanted Jacqueline.
We're thankful
and they were
that
Well, you know,
We're
I'm a
thankful that
I'm a
band name.
female,
you can
so-
come if you
Yeah.
want.
We're thankful that band name covers a multitude of us. So that's pretty cool. And then Garrett and I are going to be on the road with Rhett Walker and Olivia Lane April 23rd through the 26th on his Faith and Family Tour. If you want to get tickets, you can get it at rhettwalker.com. Hope to see you out there. We're still booking a bunch of stuff this year. Hopefully, hopefully here in the coming weeks on the podcast, we can tell you about some weekend runs we've got holding right now. Where the details are getting finalized. So that's exciting.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there. But anyway, that was a great podcast today, guys.
Good job, everybody.
It's fun sitting here with you.
I love it.
Guys, love you guys. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to Zay Zay.
Yep.
Zay Zay. Happy birthday, Zay. Zay's going to be 5, right?
Yes.
5 years old. Happy birthday, Zay Zay.
He's a whole hand.
I got you a birthday present, and he already told me he knows what it is. So he already told me.
He told me he knows what it is, and it's a surprise.
Yeah, and so don't be talking about it.
Yeah, that's not how surprises work.
Yeah. So
just like your mama.
Well, you heard it here at the CLINEcast.
You may not have heard it here first, but you heard it.
You heard it here. Recycled material. You're going to hear it here on the podcast.
Make sure to go and
read your Bible.
Yep.
We love you. Bye.
Say like and subscribe.